guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today was supposed to be a Sunday reset or whatever. I was supposed to show y'all me doing my makeup, getting ready, everything, but I didn't have time. Actually, I did, but I didn't film, which I'm mad about. But I am at church right now. Y'all are like, why are you wearing that hat? It's not my hat, I'm just wearing it. I'm going to basically get ready to do what we need to do. I'm gonna show y'all a little bit of that because I don't want to, disturb the piece or whatever, so I'm not gonna film. But I am gonna give y'all, basically, after this, I am gonna be cleaning up my room, and I am going to be doing the story time that I was supposed to do last video. Hey guys, I'm finished for cleaning my room. My phone happened to my brother, I think, a little bit, but it's okay. It's Gucci. But like, okay, this happened Tuesday, September 3rd at 12:07. That's just the date I'm gonna give y'all, and it did happen. Okay, so this story time was random. Like, this story time is random, but the stuff that went down was even more random. So I guess the people I was cool with, I'm gonna call their names K and R. K and R decided they was gonna play a prank on me at 12 in the morning, and it was this girl they was gonna do the prank with. I'm gonna call her, I can't say K, like, wow, I said what. And they was like, oh, she wanna go with you. I was like, cool. And I was like, why? And then she was like, oh, and then the girl Kay was like, oh, she said she didn't like you. And I said, so why is you speaking for her? She got fucking fingers to type. She got fingers to type. Does she want to fight? Because if she can't type, then she don't want to fight. And then the reason why I was saying this is because y'all texted my phone, and she not even typing. At the beginning, she was not typing. She was not doing it. Plus, let me give y'all the backstory of why I don't really talk to the girl. First of all, the two sisters, K and R, they talked about her. They talked whole bunch of stuff about her, okay? Nelson said that she said a whole bunch of stuff about me. So I was just like, you know what I'm saying? I'm dissing myself. Plus, at the time, me and the girl, we have not talked in like a couple of months at that point. Like, me and her didn't talk. Like, I didn't talk to her on the phone. I didn't, unless I was around them, I really didn't talk to her. And even then, I didn't talk to her for I was really to myself. And when they did talk about her, it was stuff like, I guess I did. I talked about the little girl. I talked about her too. You know what I'm saying? I did too. I'm not gonna sit there and lie because I did. I told it to her face too in messages. I was talking about you. This happened a couple of days before this whole thing happened. Kay had when she came to my house, and we was outside wearing the butt, she was basically saying like, I don't really fuck with her and stuff like that because the girl she had a crush on Kay, or she liked it Kay, but she was going around telling everybody they was cousins. So she was like, that's weird, like, why are you saying that? We're not even related, you know what I'm saying? We play cousins, but at the same time he's telling everybody, like, Kay wasn't telling everybody, I was telling everybody, we were telling everybody that, even though like she was saying they was cousins too, so it was weird. Okay, let's get into the nitty gritty. That is a prank or whatever. It's a prank, you know, you doing too much. And she was like, oh, we were just playing chill. And the sister got my sister, she's not a baby, but she's younger. I think she was in elementary school now. And the girl that's in middle school, she was like, I'll tell you something on my face too. And that's when I blocked them. Actually, I left the group chat. And I think they made another one. We was on phone. I think we went to phone. Yes, we went to phone or whatever. And they was talking about how I did this at a church and how I messed with a dude and this and that and third at a church. Remind you, at a church. Now that's when I went to the internet, because first of all, you're not about to lie on me, you're not about to lie on none of that, because I've been going to church. Why would I disrespect the church when I go to a church? Okay, what I'm basically saying on here is that the dude they said I did something at the church, they only knew him for 2-3 weeks, and the dude they was talking to individually, they only knew him for like 2 to 3 months, not even that. Before this whole entire situation happened, and I had reminded her again when he had got brought up, and I was like, we ain't do nothing, all we did was kiss, like, I don't, you know what I'm saying, I got lied on us because his homeboys right there, and even then they wasn't his true friends, because guess what, they was trying to set me up with some other dude. It's crazy. Like, I was on her protecting this girl, like, even before she got with the dude that she was talking to at the time, I was like, oh, you don't need to talk to him. Like, he talked to girls that was in elementary school. He's 2 years older than me now, and he was talking to girls in elementary school that was at the time going to middle school. That should tell you something. And at the time, you know what I'm saying, and some stuff, you know what I'm saying, my intuition's right, because some stuff down the line happened, but like, he got accused of something, and they figured out that he didn't, but he was so close to the people that like, the mama was buying him clothes, and the phone that he was using, the mama bought it for him. Yeah, that's how close he was for him to be accused of that. That's how close he was. But remind y'all, she had a history of this doing before, because of the dude. They didn't hook me up, but they tried to set me up with him. I'm gonna call him L or whatever. Like I said, she tried to set me up with this dude L. Actually, her and sister, they tried to set me up with this dude L. You know what I'm saying? We didn't really click. It was done deal. It was over. Fast forward, I went over their house. Like, old house. They been moved, but they old house. And I was over there chilling. We was all walking around. The dude, their best friend, he wanted to, you know what I'm saying, get some, figure it out. And you know what I'm saying? He wanted to get some of that from him. So we just wait for him to come and stuff like that. And then it got our time and we was playing truth or dare, and it was like, oh, you should like FaceTime your ex or text your ex. I forgot. I noticed somebody called my ex as a dare, and I was like, oh, cool, Gucci, nothing. After I should tell y'all, like, I should tell y'all this story a different time, but just know that when he came around, at the time, it was all some funny, weird, stupid shit. Like, they was laughing hella hard. I wasn't jealous at the time about it. I wasn't really, like, funny. I was just like, that's her friend. Like, she know him. Like, I'm not cool with that. But when it came time to when we was arguing on my soul, she like, you jealous, and you da-da-da-da-da, and you jealous. That's why he don't want to date you. I was like, he wanted to date me first, though. Y'all told me he wanted to date me first. I didn't really, like I said, I don't know if I still got the messages, but me and dude mutually agreed that we just about to be friends. Like, it was nothing like that. Like, we cool. And I was like, and then she was like, oh, you jealous? They must be dating on the low. Or they must be talking on the low. For you to go all this way. And guess what, y'all? She called me out of my name and I let it slide. But when I called her out of her name, everybody wanted to jump on me. Strike number one. Baby, that was actually number two because you called me out of my name for no reason. I was not doing that. I was not on this. My feet was hurt. I was not. After being this person to talk to me, I don't want to hear your name. I'm cool off of it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't want to hear your name, but that does not mean I'm jealous or I'm obsessed or I'm... That does not mean that. You know what I'm saying? That does not mean none of that. Like, it does not mean that. And some people take it like, oh, yeah, that, no, it don't. It's just like, I'm just done with the situation. Like, I don't want to hear that person's name because it was just... It was weird. The whole thing was weird. You know, it was giving me pick me energy because now once that whole night did I say anything about the dude. The whole night I was friendly. I was not like all this. Like, and she couldn't get off the situation. Like, I was like, oh, cool. I'm saying, like, cool. But like I said, this is a repeated thing of 2 weeks to 3 weeks, y'all. And she'll take a side. And like after I said, after this whole lying, but we're gonna keep it pushing, like I said. And even then, my mom was always telling me, like, okay, you need to watch out for her. Like, you know what I'm saying? You need to watch out for her because she's giving jealousy. And I didn't see it at the time because, like I said, friend or start mess because that is not who I am. I'm not a person that starts trouble. I'm not a person that starts mess. I'm not that type of person. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I'm just gonna cool back off of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, my mom been telling me to watch out for her. You know what I'm saying? She said a couple of sly stuff about me, and my mom was right there, and she caught it. You know what I'm saying? So she was like, you know what I'm saying? Just, you know, look out for her. Listen to your parents, kids. Listen to your parents, because they're always gonna take up for a dude or believe a dude that you don't even know like that. You don't even know. Like, you don't even know at all. And that's when I want to talk about how she was a jealous little girl because she's little mom. Like, you know what I'm saying? You are. Everything that I'm saying, you are because you have continuously showed that, you know what I'm saying? And I talked about her mother's parenting. And she don't have respect for nobody. The older sister, yeah, she's great. She got hella respect. She's very mature. She's very mindful. You know what I'm saying? But her, no, she don't. Part, I was just basically saying how my sister knows right from wrong and knows when to like be quiet and the time is not right and how she basically don't disrespect me. Like, yeah, we play. You know what I'm saying? If I really wanted to talk about her mom, I could have said a whole bunch of stuff. Right there and talk about her. Like, you know what I'm saying? I do that. I just talk about the parenting because the parenting was in question. Like, it's so many situations that I could name where the parenting is in question, but I'm not gonna talk about that because, like I said, in my business. So. And it's just behavior wise, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I look back at it, I'm thinking, oh, she must not get attention at home and like something like that, you know what I'm saying? She must want the attention or like she must need it, you know what I'm saying? She probably not getting it where it needs to be got, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And I had accidentally pressed K's number, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, or she already, before the whole situation happened or during, she said, I blocked you this, that, Thursday, over, school. And she was like, she texted my number before then. She was like, oh, why you call me? I didn't mean to. Like, y'all blew up my phone. I ain't mean, this little girl don't have no life because you, fuck around with you, going on about your night, my love, stop talking on Instagram. And so I said, I don't know what the fuck I had to say, bitch. Like I said, you still texting me. Like I said, I got my priorities straight. Be like me, because at the time. And I said, if you don't argue, because she kept texting my phone, like, you talking about, you're not with the argument, you're not with the this, you're not with the that, but you still take my phone. If you don't argue, why the fuck you still take my phone? Like I said, you could have been pulled up if you're not about it or not like that. Fuck up my phone. And I said, I'm not even reading because she really got on my nerves. I said, little girl, one thing that you are is a dick rider. You listen over a dude that you barely even know. So let's get that one fact correct. Like I said, I'm making big moves for my young age, baby. Been making big moves. If you're not about that or not on it, quit talking. And I said, little girl, like I said, it's crazy because she blocked me off her phone, but you, like I said, you blocked me off of your phone, but you're texting from your sister. Like I said, childish. You know what I'm saying? Childish. You know what I'm saying? I was not with it. I was gonna go back and forth because I had at that point I was entertained with the bullshit. I was okay with the bullshit. I was okay with it. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, it was good. It's literally the next day, and you're blowing up my phone like you don't have school and she didn't because she was out of school. You know what I'm saying? I said you want to text somebody that early in the morning. I actually called, but I'm still in class getting my education, like what you need to do, bitch. And then the girl. I'm not gonna bleep out the cuss words in this, but it's okay. And the girl I'm gonna call M. It was your cousin, but let me give y'all a backstory about M or whatever. And guess what? A few weeks before this happened, Kay came to me and told me that R and M was arguing over a dude that wanted R first, and how M was comparing her body to R, and how she wanted to fight R, and saying this, that, and third, and comparing their bodies together. Girl, you are here trying to jump in some mess when, baby, you comparing your body to somebody, and guess what, baby? You are sloppy seconds to somebody that didn't want you but wanted your cousin. Keep it pushing. I could have said all those no messages, but I did not do that because, like I said, none of my business. I'm just telling you for the story time because, you know what I'm saying, it's a part of my life. And it was like, and she was like, and she was like, oh, big, and she was like, big M, big M. I was like, no, it's getting little M. And then she was talking about, oh, because I'm fat. That's how y'all know these girls are little minded as crap, because the only insult y'all got is that I'm big. I was like, girl, and I was like, girl, you put yourself in this mess because you could have left. You could have kept it pushing. And then that's when I was at the group chat, because that's not my business. Like I said, after that, cool. That's when I got my mama involved. My mama had to call the fucking phone, and my mama got the argument with her mama because what is wrong with y'all? And then the mama knew, and the mama was all this, that, and third. Like I said, little-minded people. Okay? Little-minded people. And that's when I had texted the girl. That's when I had texted the girl, and I said, I don't know if you up or not, but I'm going to apologize to you. And you're the only person I apologize to, because I do not have to call you. I didn't have to call you out your name, but I'm about to be for real with you. You're the only, with you, the only time I hear your name from those two girls' mouths is negative stuff. A whole 2 months ago, they were talking about you. I said it was weird because you and I have not talked. Also, y'all had woke me on my sleep at 12 in the morning. I'm going to be the big person. I did say some stuff about you. A lot of stuff about you. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm just saying what's I dealt with in my life and how I had to grow up respectfully and get new friends. And that's how, and I did get new friends. My friends know my mood changed. They, even before this stuff happened, even before I went on the internet, guess what we said? I was off of Snapchat for 2 years. 2 years. I had Instagram, but I was not really on Instagram. I did not post for real on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? You probably see my face once in a while, but on Snapchat, I never posted. That's the only time I really posted mess was when this stuff happened. Like I said, I only posted that is when they talked about my body. That's the only part. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I talked about. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing. Like I said, it was giving jealousy because what is wrong with y'all? Like I said, it was getting little minded to me. It was getting little minded. Like I said, I was doing great, and that's what it seemed that it was giving to me. Like it was giving jealousy because y'all seen I was doing great, and y'all was really hating. You know what I'm saying? I was, and I kept bringing up my achievements because that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you what you don't have and what I do have. And you know what I'm saying? That is selfishness. Okay, we don't supposed to be selfish, but that moment I was. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, people might say, "Oh, you bring this up for attention, or you bring this up because you an internet." Because that's what the girl said. She was like, "Oh, you an internet hoe," and you, girl, I barely was posting in. I wasn't even posting at all for real. People barely saw my face. You know what I'm saying? The only time I was on that app is to respond to messages. And that was because I had friends on that app that didn't have my Instagram or my number. You know what I'm saying? And that was it. But like, let me get out this. I don't be on the internet. I don't talk to people on the internet for the only time I really talk to people is, like I said, if I'm replying back to a message. And if I'm gonna post myself, yes, I'm gonna post myself. Like I said, the only time I really been on this whole entire year for real is to post my content that I'm doing right now. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, like me and some girls, we're not friends no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was over it. I was literally over it. Like, I was like, because that's what it was giving. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't really, you know what I'm saying? Also, she said a couple of, because like, she was off the bus, off my church bus for like a long while. And then, you know what I'm saying? I guess a couple of months went by, and like, we didn't resolve none of that. Like, she just came back on the bus, and then off the bus, and she said something about me. But before then, she talked about a whole woman that was pregnant. Like I said, little minded. These are little girls. They will never grow up. To me, they will never grow up. But like I said, and then she talking about to me. I was like, I'm not gonna be mad at that because first of all, you ain't say it to my face. You know what I'm saying? You ain't say it to my face. It was giving you scared to say it to my face. That's what it was. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't really mad about that part because I was not really. And I thought that was, and I didn't even hear it. So you know she must have been scared or something like that. Or she, like I said, little minded because like I said, I didn't even hear her joke or hear what she had said. But my friend told me. It's like I said, and I told my friend, she got bigger fish to fry. Like, you're talking about me, she got bigger fish to fry. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, people might say, I want attention. Or, no, it's just a part of my life. And I got hella other stories. You know what I'm saying? I got stories about stalker. I got a story about, you know what I'm saying? Plenty of stuff, plenty of other arguments. First, I've grown from that. Like, also, y'all need to understand that when the situation did happen, like I said, I forgot about it a day after. The hours in because I was at school. I was doing what I need to do. I was not like, I had other stuff to do. Like, I had a life. I'm not about to argue with kids. I'm not about to argue with people that always a mess. I'm not about to do that because I'm not known for that. I was never known for that. Like I said, I have friends that know me now, or friends that been with me since elementary school, and they know like Jamari. Like, even before all this, people was like, my friends like, like when it comes to the arguments and fights like that, like leave Jamari out of it because Jamari is not. Then be around some messy stuff. And be around messy people. And you know what I'm saying? Like I said, for that girl M to jump in, and it really wasn't. But people might say it was because I decided to post this or decided to tell a story. It really wasn't. Like, I just want to tell my story because this was my story. Like, it was just my story. Like, I really was not like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and when I was telling the story on my Snapchat, I was laughing. You know what I'm saying? I was laughing because first of all, it was just dumb. And then when people was talking about my body, like, I don't do that. I don't do that because I didn't say nothing about you. I didn't say nothing about your body. Like I said, I've been giving her hard passes since she called me out of my name, which was a bitch. You know, so I've been giving her hard passes. You know what I'm saying? I gave her hard passes when she was talking about, oh, why you in that skirt? I was giving her hard passes. You know what I'm saying? On multiple occasions. You know what I'm saying? That was just my breaking point with the whole situation because I'm not like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not like that. Like right now, and even back then, I literally could ignore somebody to the depths of hell. Like, and I still do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? People like I really had entertain negativity. We don't entertain. We don't entertain negativity. We don't entertain. I can't even think of the word right now. Like, it's on my tongue, but I can't. I know negativity. We don't entertain the bull. We don't entertain little girls. We don't entertain little mind people. We don't entertain that. Really, really do. I really, really, really do have patience. Patience, dog. I have patience. Patience. And y'all be like, yes. Guys, I want to back in. Okay guys, I'm at home. I've been at home for a little minute. I'm watching No Lie, if y'all know who that is. I'm just over there doing that. But this is the end of the video slash vlog slash Sunday reset. Like I said, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and tune in for some more. It's connected to you.